Gratitude is the fundamental point of life's two most important concepts, happiness and goodness. In this week's Torah reading, it's called Parshas Matos, found in the 31st chapter of the book of Numbers, there is a phenomenal point about gratitude. God comes to Moses and commands him, gather a group of people and take vengeance against the Midianites, and afterwards you will die. Well, the Midianites are not a good people. They seduced the Jewish people into all sorts of immorality and idolatry. And Moses immediately appoints one of his understudies, Pinchas, to gather an army together and to go and take vengeance against Midian. The question is, why did Moses not go himself? Moses is in perfect health. He is known as a servant of God. He does whatever God wants him to do right away. And this is Moses' last hurrah. This is the last chance he has to accept an assignment from God on behalf of the Jewish people. He should go himself. So Jewish tradition teaches us that Moses had a very deep sense of gratitude for the Midianite people. See, many years prior, Moses had to flee from Egypt and he found refuge in Midian. And even though the Midianites never lifted a finger to help him, they didn't turn him in. And therefore, Moses always felt a sense of gratitude towards the Midianites. This is important because if Moses could have gratitude for people that didn't try and help him, all the more so we should show our gratitude for people who try and help us. Parents, teachers, rabbis, employers. These are people who go out of their way to help us. We have got to develop a greater sense of how to show gratitude towards them. And it's not only that, but the Midianite people tried to harm Moses and the Jewish people. And even so, Moses did not forget about the gratitude that he had for Midian. We have to realize that gratitude is a lost art in today's world. People are always conjecturing various reasons why not to show gratitude. Oh, maybe the person helped me, but maybe he harmed me. Well, Moses understood that in every relationship, there's help and there is hurt. And they're two different things. And just because someone hurt me does not mean that I will not show them gratitude for the positive things they did for me. And in terms of, sometimes people do things for themselves and I kind of benefit along the way, so therefore I don't really need to show gratitude to them. They were just being selfish for themselves. Well, just to illustrate how fallacious that attitude is, in Judaism we say that a good guest turns to his host during the meal and says, "Thank you for preparing all of this just for me." Now imagine for a moment you were over someone's house for Thanksgiving dinner or Shabbos dinner, and you turn to the host and you say, "Thank you for making all 12 chickens just for me." Well, they didn't make all that just for you. But the Jewish perspective is that the person not only created all of that food, but all the other guests and the house are there for your experience. If you want to take it to a spiritual level, the Torah tells us that every person should say, "Bishvili nivra es olam," for my sake the world was created. In other words, we are guests of the Almighty in this world. So when you look up at the sky and you see the stars in the heaven, the mountains, think how vast the oceans are, the billions of people and millions of cities, most of whom which you will never meet. Realize that all of that was created just for you to enhance your life experience. We should not only have gratitude to the Almighty for the little blessings He gives us, but even those things that just are so broad we can barely touch them. When we do that, that is true gratitude.